bring in Israel's ambassador to the UN, Danon, and the chair of urban warfare studies at the Modern War Institute at West Point, John Spencer. Yeah. Ambassador John, first of all, thank you both very much. And do either of you believe that Mr. Netanyahu is considering the transition of the presidency in America and when to have this deal take place? I start with you first, Ambassador.
Absolutely not. You know, we are committed to bring back the hostages. We completed the negotiations tonight. You know, in the last few hours, Hamas tried to blackmail more than they received in the negotiations. From my understanding, those disputes were resolved. And tomorrow morning, Israel time, the Israeli cabinet will convene to discuss and to vote on the agreement. And Saturday night, after Shabbat in Israel, the government will meet, will discuss the agreement, and will vote on it. And I believe that there will be a majority in the government that will approve the agreement, and we will see some of the hostages coming back, hopefully late Sunday or Monday morning.
So, to your knowledge, there is no political motivation in deference to the American presidential transition?
Absolutely not. And I would say that, Chris, that we appreciate the fact that both President Biden and President Trump cooperated, worked together on this issue. And that's not a given, because usually when you have a new administration, they don't like to see the outgoing administration dealing with policy. But this was something unique, and we appreciate that the both of them put politics aside, worked together, and we are now in a place that we have an agreement. It's not a perfect one, but at least we will see 33 hostages coming back home. We will continue to fight until we will bring all of them back to Israel.
John, obviously everybody wants this to stop, okay? Why are so many people with your kind of expertise so unsure about whether this deal gets through phase one, let alone phase two and phase three?
Well, one is because of this, despite everybody saying this is a huge step towards peace, the one party who's not is the Hamas. The Hamas leader, right after signing this, went on TV and said he celebrates October 7th and can't wait to repeat it again. One of the reasons that we believe there's going to be a significant challenge going from phase one to two is because phase two is a complete stop of the war, all IDF forces out of Gaza, and then a determination on who governs and provides security in Gaza before phase three. All parties, Israel, the Trump administration, the Biden administration, say that Gaza will not be governed by Hamas. They will not have a role. But clearly, Hamas believes that they'll have a role. So this is a great deal to get hostages home. It's a deal with the devil, but it isn't a peace deal, that's for sure.
Ambassador, we hear a lot that within Israel, and as you know, certainly John does, but as you know, I'm fairly well connected in Israel with what's going on there and how the different political factions feel. There is almost unanimity when it comes to the idea that Hamas has to be destroyed for this to end. It cannot end if they are not destroyed. This deal does not seem to suggest their destruction. How do you understand that?
Well, first, I agree with you. I think it's not only in Israel. I think many Western democracies understand that if you want to have a future for the Palestinians in Gaza, you need somebody else to rule Gaza and not Hamas. So we will not allow Hamas to stay because it will be a threat to Israel. And after October 7th, we will not let them stay there. But I think also those who care about the future of the Palestinians should insist that Hamas will not stay there. And in the future negotiations, that will be our demand. We can speak about expelling them, we can speak about other options, but we will not allow Hamas to take over Gaza again, because we know what will be the end game. The end game will be another October 7th. We will not let it happen.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.